One thing that I want you to know in 2026 is that you do not have to live with an ugly bathroom just because you don't have a budget. So today we're gonna take a look at 9 different bathrooms that I have personally remodeled over the last 6 years in 3 different houses. I'm tired just saying it out loud, and I wanna show you all of the different ways that you can take dated or nasty or just not functional bathrooms and completely transform them, whether you have a $150 budget or tens of thousands of dollars of budget. But I will say that the majority of my bathroom remodels have been very budget friendly, less than $1,000, and I'm really excited to walk you through all of the very practical tips that allow you to do that kind of remodel, as well as some design tips for full gut remodels. Now, I will link up for you in the description the full videos or tutorials on my blog for every single bathroom. Let's dive in. In this little powder half bath, I used paint to completely transform literally everything from the cabinets to the walls to the countertop. It went from cabin vibes to modern vibes for only about $150 worth of paint and DIY. Next up, let's take a look at a 70s bathroom that was probably remodeled in the early 90s potentially and not touched since then. This kind of bathroom project is one where you really just need to focus on taking out dated fixtures, doing a really good deep clean, painting walls, ceilings, dated bulkheads, and bringing in some modern decor or antique decor, depending on your style, maybe a mix, and really just updating with minimal changes like paint, plumbing fixtures, a mirror, some hardware, and maybe just adding a few touches of decor. This bathroom was a $150 makeover, just doing those few items, not ripping out anything, not doing any demo. And while I would love to really update this, take out the almond countertop, redo the vanity, I would love to actually totally redo this bathroom. Sometimes you don't have the budget for that, and so you do these in-between updates that really allow you to just enjoy the space a little bit more, bring in a more functional option, and focus your budget on the long-term plan rather than the short-term. Not every makeover or remodel in your home has to be to the full extent that it could be. Sometimes we do just have to do small incremental changes over time until we save up the budget to do what we really want long-term. Next up, we're going to look at a bathroom that I redid in our cottage. This bathroom had tons of storage, a great layout. It was just not my style. And so I added some wallpaper, kept the countertop because it was a good quality, even though it was a little bit dated, and just updated, again, paint, fixtures, mirror, did a little bit of DIY and really put some intention into the design. Brought in some modern colors rather than a really harsh and very specific style for people who love that color red, and just neutralized everything. Now, the interesting thing is, looking back, I would probably not do this wallpaper again. I don't think that it really fully matched the coloring that I was going for in the rest of the bathroom, but you know what? We live and learn. Next up in this bathroom, again, another cosmetic, no demo upgrade, which in this particular bathroom I think is especially important because it was nasty. So if you have really nasty elements of a bathroom, consider what you can do, like taking out a gross shower door and just replacing it with a curtain. Do some really deep cleaning. Try to think outside the box of demo. Most of the time when people have spaces that they're not a fan of, they just want to rip it out and start from scratch, and that's just not practical or budget friendly for the majority of us. So I love to really just focus on removing the things that really date the space. I try to do deep cleans or creative refreshes like grout upgrades on existing tile rather than ripping it all out and replacing. Always, always, always updating hardware goes a long way. Updating mirrors goes a long way. And updating lighting fixtures or dated canned fixtures always helps improve and modernize a space. In this one, I even went super budget friendly on the backsplash and did a peel and stick tile backsplash because it was out of budget to do real tile, and all of this is really just temporary fixes until we do a full refresh. In this bathroom, paint was the major star. Updating the ceiling, the walls, and the bulkhead to all be the same color helps to hide all of the super severe angles in this room, and it really made a big difference just to calm everything down and help to mask the items that are remaining that I would love to update, like the almond counter once again, and the vanity that is a fine vanity but could be improved. Next up, we're going to our old house where we had these beautiful blue tiles, and when we redid the rest of the flooring in this basement, we also updated the tile to this LVP, and then I did a quick refresh in the meantime, painted those walls from the poop brown to this white, and then eventually, over time, years later, decided to go ahead and update the rest of the bathroom. And this is another great example of just doing small incremental changes over time until we can do what we really want. Paint always works wonders on existing cabinetry. Adding some wallpaper can really jazz up a space. And in this room, I also added some vertical shiplap, which really elevates a space. Anytime you can add wall moldings or any kind of millwork, it really helps the design to feel higher and more custom. Now looking back, I remember painting these walls this creamy color and then thinking that is not the color that I need, but I was tired. And so I didn't really fix that creamy color that doesn't quite go with the rest. And so there's always things that you can redo or update the next time around if you don't get it quite right the first time. But this space came a long way with a very small budget, and I especially love how the shiplap really elevated the room. This was another situation where I didn't rip anything out. We just added cosmetic updates for an under $700 makeover to the existing space. Next up, this bathroom was extra special. Just did this one last year. Has the angled toilet, has all of the original 70s fixtures. This one definitely needed the vanity to be removed. It was falling apart. The faucet had been leaking into it. And so we had a lot of things that we really wanted to work with, but I didn't want to rip out all of the paneling. And so I chose to elevate it with a dark color and then replaced dated items like those nasty ceiling tiles with some new updated ceiling tiles. Did a peel and stick floor rather than new tile, replaced the vanity and the plumbing fixtures, and this one I really love how it turned out. We had a lot of awkward angles, awkward corner toilet, awkward window size. All of this whole room was awkward, and so I did the best that I could with it using mostly design and an updated vanity, and it really transformed the way that this bathroom turned out on a budget for about $1,500. When in doubt, definitely update the vanity if you can afford it. That's one thing that I would love to go back and do in my other bathrooms. Now we're going to get into some really big remodels. This bathroom was at my last home. It was huge, it was beautiful. It had a separate room for the bathroom and the shower than the vanity side. And so this one was a mix of DIY and hired help, and all of it was done before I started my YouTube channel, so it's all filmed vertically. But I did a lot of DIY in this space. I did a lot of painting, but we also hired out help to install the plumbing, the new tub, the shower tile, and the floor tile. And then I also hired out the replacement of this existing vanity top to be a new beautiful quartz with a full height backsplash. As you're considering whether or not to hire your bathroom remodel or do it DIY style, always remember that you can do a mix. You don't have to do everything DIY or everything hired. I usually do a mix. I tend to hire out things like tiling or plumbing, electrical that I know I really want to get right, and then I will DIY the more tedious tasks like painting, simple fixture installations, and all the finishing touches. I loved this bathroom. I really missed this bathroom. I loved the double sinks. It had so much storage. I love how all of the different finishes came together with the beautiful brushed gold lighting and mirrors mixed with the polished nickel plumbing fixtures and towel bars. I painted the existing vanity to save quite a bit of money, and then the rest of it went into a lot of tile, that countertop, which elevated the entire room more than anything, and the shower tile. One way that you can save some money when you're doing a hired out project with tile is to install larger format tile rather than small tile. The labor is usually less costly because the tile format is bigger, so it goes up faster. There's less grout lines to clean, and I really just do love the look of a large format tile in the shower and on the floors. This one was done early 2020, 2021-ish, and so the cost would definitely be more now, but it cost around $12,000 back then. Now into our most recent home. This was an existing laundry with a tiny half bath in a separate room that we completely ripped out everything. Started fresh, did all new framing of the walls, did all new plumbing, all new electrical, all new insulation, all new ceilings, all new floors. There was nothing that was untouched. We basically created a bathroom from nothing in this home, and so it was our most extensive bathroom remodel to date. We added a shower where there was none before. We added double sinks where there was only a single sink before. So this one was very extensive, and I designed it but hired out almost everything except for all of the painting and some of the millwork installation. Once the actual bathroom remodel was done, then I went ahead and I decided to customize the laundry side of it myself. Now, this bathroom remodel was actually a part of a larger scale, full main floor remodel that we did with the kitchen, and so it was harder to piece out the pricing of the labor and the materials on this. But I know for sure that the materials alone cost $6,500 plus all of the labor. Now, on the opposite side, maybe 6 months to a year later, I decided to finally tackle the laundry room area to actually customize it to have some storage and some functionality where there was none before. I opted to leave it as is after our builder was done with the main remodel and add this DIY upgrade later. This saved so much money, and it gave me time to really use the space, design how I would actually need the laundry room to function. And sometimes you really do just need that time to live in a space, to see where your pain points are, to see what you would need in order to make it a more functional or enjoyable space, and go from there. So I decided to build this custom laundry hutch, is what I ended up calling it, where there was a top half for storage for a hanging bar and a bottom half for basically a folding table, but it also encapsulates your washer and dryer to make them more custom. I decided that I did not love the paint color I used in here the first time, and I lightened it all up with this beautiful creamy color and finished out with storage to make this a much more functional space. Now, all of these bathrooms have totally different budgets, totally different outcomes. Obviously, the ones that are just paint are less of a major upgrade than the ones that you do a full gut renovation, but all of them are improved over time with effort, with planning, and it goes to show that you can do a lot with just a little. I hope that seeing 9 different bathroom remodels of varying scale, size, intensity, budget, effort, all the things that go into makeovers and renovations, I hope seeing that many different options can inspire you to tackle your own space if you are not happy with it the way that it is. Never, never, never underestimate the power of paint, number 1, replacing a fixture, number 2, updating hardware, number 3, and the power of a shower curtain to hide an ugly shower. If you are ready to do a full bathroom remodel, I will link up for you in the description some blog posts that I have on creating timeless bathroom spaces. This blog post really dives deep into the details and the design concepts that you need in order to design a bathroom of your dreams. Now, I also did link up all the full videos of every bathroom remodel that I showed you in summary today. If you want to go dive deep into the details, see all the DIY, see all the design decisions that went into every single space. I hope that you enjoy and get some inspiration. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week.